Hello, this is Mark Dempsey with the National Convergence Technology Center. We're going to briefly discuss here the updated CCN points grid in the CCN yearly report. To set the stage, the Convergence College Network, also known as the CCN, is divided into two levels. As of now, we have 23 CCN schools classified as Level 1 and 50 schools classified as Level 2. Level 1 schools deliver more engagement and subsequently get more benefits. Specifically, Level 1 schools get priority access to our virtual labs, enjoy a higher travel reimbursement cap, and can pre-register for our Working Connections events. Here's a more comprehensive grid of the CCN benefits for Level 1 and Level 2. You've all probably seen this before. Aside from those three perks I just mentioned, both levels get the same benefits, and both levels receive all of our meeting invitations and event announcements. We reset the levels each spring, so for next year's 2020 Level 1 status, a CCN school must do the following during the current 2019 calendar year. Score 24 points out of a possible 60, hold 2 built meetings, validate entry-level workforce KSAs, which is knowledge, skills, and abilities, which is really another way of saying job skills, with its built using a vote, follow the 3 built guidelines, and turn in a CCN yearly report by February 3rd, 2020. The green section at the top lists the mandatory elements for Level 1. You'll see the 2 built meetings and the workforce KSAs vote at the top. Below that are the 3 built meeting guidelines. 1, conduct your job skills discussion in real time, not online or via surveys. 2, update curriculum based on built feedback. And 3, be sure to give feedback to your built on what you've done with the recommendations. And finally, below that is the requirement to turn in a CCN yearly report by February 3rd, 2020. Now let's talk about the points. There are 2 kinds of points. There are the points that we tally here at the CTC, our activities and events your school attends, and then there are the points we tally after we receive your yearly report, the activities and events you're conducting at your home school that we don't typically know about. This means we won't have a complete picture of your points until we get the reports on February 3rd. Here's the points section of the grid. The blue lines are the points we tally, the peach lines are the points related to the things that you're doing outside of CTC events and activities. Here's a rundown of the blue points. The CCN and built meetings, the CCN admin meetings, CCN webinars, Working Connections, recruiting a school to join one of our new CCN regional hubs, submitting a student success video, and submitting an article or link for our blog. Obviously, it's too late now to score points for our spring events activities, but we will have an active fall. There are still plenty of ways to get points. And here's a rundown of the peach points. There are a few built practices that earn you points: holding more than 2 built meetings, inviting your faculty, discussing trends at the built meeting, and adopting our KSA sheet with your built. Other points here involve developing or updating a degree or certificate plan based on your built's needs, implementing recruiting and retaining strategies, presenting at an IT education conference, and developing new articulation agreements and pathways between a 2-year and a 4-year school. So to recap, as of now, we are counting activities in the current 2019 calendar year. For those who want to be Level 1 in 2020, you'll need to turn in your report on February 3rd, 2020, plus also score 24 points and do all the Level 1 mandatories. Here's what the CCN yearly report looks like. We align our questions with the annual survey from the NSF. They changed their questions last year, so we changed our questions this year to match. We send this to you early so you have plenty of time to look it over, ask us questions, and start figuring out what you need to do to find the answers. Also, this is new, we divided the report into 2 sections for the first time. Level 1 schools have to do both sections, but we create a shorter section at the top, which is a few essential questions in the hopes we can encourage a few Level 2 schools to help kindly provide their data as well. Obviously, with the NSF, the more data we can collect, the better our reports can be. So, to be Level 1, the best strategy really is to attend all of our meetings. Schools that attend all 4 of our CCN meetings and all 4 of our built meetings each year score 12 points, which is already half of the total of 24. And remember, it doesn't have to be just one person doing all of the work. These points are scored by schools, not faculty members, so get your colleagues involved. If you have any questions, email me at mdempsey@collin.edu. You also take a look at these 2 resources. We have a CCN 101 webinar from last fall that goes into more detail about the CCN benefits and responsibilities. Then we also have a How to Level 1 webinar earlier this year. And all this material can be found at that URL right there, which is our resource wiki, nationalctc.nationalctcwiki.org/CCN documents. Thank you for your attention today.